Hey everyone, Team IFX here with another weekly update for you. I'm Bread Mower.
And I'm Bunnery. And this is ex-Cone Cat.
Yeah, very scratchy ex-Cone Cat.
So it's been a busy week on the game this week. It's getting really hard to choose who wins the awards now, isn't it?
Been loads of good stuff this
time.
time.
I know, yeah. And what have you been up to as well?
Well, yes, we'll get back to that later. Yeah, I've been working on the Android and iOS, although we're only testing it on Android, version of the app. It's going pretty well. Thank you very much to everyone who's volunteered to help try it out and is spotting all of these really obvious things that I'm doing wrong everywhere, like the fact that if you press submit when drawing or describing something, nothing seemed to happen. Except it was, and then you could press it again and again and it would start throwing up errors, but actually it was working.
Okay.
The background noise is the cat pushing like a ball full of treats around. No, that's a microphone, I need that. Yeah, he's got a ball and you push it around and then treats fall out. So yeah, that's what the noise is. So yeah, Android, Android is going... Maybe this was a bad idea. Android's going pretty well, so I'm hoping that we can get most of it done in the next week or so, because it's we're managing to get quite a pace through. We've got some of the community stuff in now, so forums, etc., are in there.
Putting new things in all the time, aren't you?
Yeah. It's looking pretty good, really. Just need to start testing it on iOS at some point. So yeah, we'll put out a call for iPhone and iPad testers soon-ish, maybe in a week or two,
Cool.
And see how it looks on there. So the other big thing, which I think we maybe need to get a little discussion going about, is something that's been mentioned in the forums this week, basically to do with whether we should be allowing people to draw or describe, or whether we should just, well, a couple of choices really. Either go back to just having the standard queue, so you just press play, join rather, and it gives you something. Maybe it's a drawing to describe, maybe it's a description to draw, and you do it. I mean, if you don't want to do it, you skip it, and that's it.
Yeah.
So you just, you get whatever has been around the longest, and you just have to deal with it. Or one of the suggestions was maybe we should put something in so that you're always given the opposite of what you've just done. So if you've done a description, then you will just be shown drawings. No. If you've just described something, the next time you have to draw something.
Yeah.
And if you keep skipping, it will just keep asking you to... it will keep asking you to draw things, because obviously one of the issues we do have is that drawings it's a bit more of a time investment, so people prefer to describe.
But then if you're on your phone or on the bus or something, you might just want to describe because you haven't got time to draw.
Yeah, exactly. Now
Maybe having a choice is good.
Now the reasoning why things work the way they do at the moment is back in the early days of Interference, we had most of our players were on the Windows Phone app. So this is going back quite a few years. And we had a lot of people who used to say things like, oh, well, I play on the bus, or I play while I'm waiting for my train, or I just get my phone out and I've only got a couple of minutes. I can't commit to the 10 minutes that I might need to do a drawing, so I'd like to be able to just describe. And it made sense. So we put in this thing so that you could say, I just want to describe. Yeah. And it went down very well. Because the alternative, as we explored at the time, was to not offer people that choice. And if they were told to draw something and they didn't want to, they'd just draw no, or scribbles, or whatever. Yeah. So we were seeing a lot of spoiled games. And giving people the option reduced the spoil rate massively, by a factor of, I don't even know, it was a long time ago, but a factor of 100 or something. And it really helped.
Good.
But things are different now. I think the phone share of players is a lot smaller. We've got mostly people playing on tablets and on desktop, so it's easier to draw there. So maybe it's not so much of an issue. But then having said that, if we're about to put out an Android and iOS app, maybe we're going to see the share of people on phones go up again. So, yeah, I mean, basically where I'm going with this is, I don't know what's the right thing to do here.
What do you think?
And we'd be really interested to find out what you think.
Let us know.
There is a thread about all of this in... this is the other cat now, the less scratchy one. There is a thread about this in the forums in Help and Support. I think it's called Drawing Hogs? Description Hogs?
Yeah, Description Hogs.
Less scratchy, more bitey. No, that's not for eating. So yeah, there is a thread in the forum. We'd be really interested to hear your thoughts on this because it... as I say, times have changed since we previously made that decision, and maybe it's not the right way to be doing things anymore. Just to add one extra bit of confusion to this, the alternative is we could bring back the bounty kind of system that we used to have, where if the balance of drawings and games waiting for a drawing or waiting for a description gets too out of balance, from memory, I think it was if it was 70-30 or worse. Okay. So if we had 70% of games waiting for a drawing and 30 waiting for a description, we'd then offer a bounty on, say, drawings in that case. And if you helped us out by drawing when we needed them, you'd get double XP for likes on those drawings. We did cut that out. It seemed to work all right, but we did cut it out when we had a massive batch of trolling. Some of you who've been around for a while probably remember that. I won't mention the names of the trolls, but yeah, those guys. Just checking he's not scratching the other chair. Yeah, so we switched that back off, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like maybe that worked. So the idea would be the people who are kind of competitive and would like to get as many XPs, as much XP, I should say, that week as they can. They could get a bonus by drawing or describing whatever we require. Now, of course, the problem with that is people who like to draw a lot are then going to get a massive bonus over everyone else. So
they've all got pros and cons, haven't they, really? So yeah, let us know what you think anyway.
Yeah, so I won't waffle on about it anymore, but as I say, thread in the forums. If you're going to Help and Support, Description Hogs, we'd like to get as many opinions as we can on it before we make a decision. And I'd be quite keen to try and come up with the solution, the least bad option for the cat's just leapt in the air randomly. I'd quite like to figure out what the least bad way to do this is before we launch these other apps, because we'll probably get an influx of new people then, and it'll be good if we can get it sorted by then. Anyway, I feel like this is going to be the longest video ever, so I should stop talking.
It's time we looked at who won the awards.
Yes.
Okay. Picture of the week this week goes to C-Prompt for Bunnies Start a Duel as airplane flies through the night sky. I just love the art style and the fact that the bunnies are dueling with swords, not even guns. Looks amazing. I like your imagination, C-Prompt. Well done.
My favourite description this week was Draw Diva Like One of Your French Girls by Zeus. I like the ones where we have two pop culture references getting mashed together. For those who haven't realised, we've got Diva here from Overwatch, but with her pose reinterpreted as a reference to Titanic. Nice work, Zeus. You play to win.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
They're great this week.
So, yeah, that's about it, really, because I've just been talking for 5 minutes or something. More Android stuff in the week, so we'll hopefully see some more progress on that.
Keep looking at Facebook and Twitter.
Yes, share your favourite things, as ever. I apologise for the direction the cat is facing. Have a great week. We will see you next Saturday.
See you.
Bye.